Ever since the disaster at Flint, Michigan in 2000 that marked the first modern school shooting, the eyes of many American families have been on how to prevent this from happening and what actions their children should take if they end up in one of these situations. As we have moved forwards throughout the years, the frequency of these school shootings and other active assailant events in America has increased at a very alarming rate. And as such, preventative measures have been taken to put parents at ease and protect the next generation of working adults. These measures have consisted of, but are not limited to, increased perimeter strength of schools, check-in, check-out systems, and the initiation of the run, hide, fight procedures. This entails a safety plan where once a situation is deemed as an active assailant situation, the student should first try to run out of the school with safety, then, if unable to run due to proximity by the assailant, they should hide until it is safe to run, and finally, if the assailant is in proximity where hiding is not an option and running is not an option, they should fight as a final effort. These changes are only the beginning of the processes and procedures needed to better ensure the safety of our students and faculty of schools.
We are the Active Assailant Training Simulator Team, or aats for short, from the Lakewood High School Center for Advanced Technologies. My name is Taylor Moran. I'm the project leader for Team aats. I will manage our timeline as well as make sure everybody is doing their job on time and is on task.
I'm Max Reynolds. I'm the senior asset developer here at the aats Pro again, and my job is to make sure our project looks nice and all of our design and visual elements work together, as well as making sure all of our code and software works the way it is intended to.
Hi, my name is Eric Gass, and I'm the marketing director for the AATS team. I conduct customer surveys and find the best ways to put our product onto market.
My name is Dr. Captain, and I'm a programmer for AATS. I make sure the code is up to date and bug free. The software we have developed functions as a way for students to immerse themselves in a school environment that is similar to their own. In fact, our software makes it very easy to change and modulate the environments and situations a student finds themselves in. It was made in own Unity, and through the functions in this program, we can rapidly prototype various school designs and software versions. We constructed our assets to work, keeping in mind the scopes and limits of the software, and attempt to make it the best tool to teach students how to respond to drills and active assailant situations.
We formed this idea after participating in a run, hide, fight drill through our school. While the drill was technically a success, we felt that the students had not taken the drill seriously and that most were joking around and casually walking out of the school, having conversations and just generally not having any care for an exercise that could potentially save their lives. We wanted to develop a solution that would both inform and train students while additionally keeping the students interested and focused on learning how to stay safe and remain calm if the worst were to happen. By looking at other examples of how first responders and disaster relief train for these situations, we saw that simulations and oftentimes VR are the best way to fit our needs.
From the beginning, working with a new program, Unity, was a bit of a challenge, but through the use of internet help pages and video tutorials, our team was able to piece together how it all worked. As the project moved on, our biggest issue was trying to keep the simulation realistic enough not to be treated as a joke, while not becoming too in-depth that the main purpose of training was lost. Additionally, the training simulator needed to be interesting to middle school and high school children, but shouldn't be seen as a game and lose its serious tone. While we have worked our way through most of these issues, continued development and user feedback will be needed to fully flesh out these concerns.
At first, Team aats was skeptical about the idea of mentors and didn't really want to share our ideas and thoughts with anybody outside of the group, for fear of people taking our ideas. But after going to Workshop 2 and meeting both our mentor, Boris Brown, and a few others, we saw that those fears were completely unwarranted, and the mentors really did just want to help us with our projects. The feedback we received on things that they liked and didn't like helped us both directly with the development of our code and project, as well as getting our market surveys and customer reports ready.
Our mentor, Boris Brown, is currently a senior technical account manager at Nelson, but in the past he worked heavily in the marketing field for Bisque Education, Premium Retail, and Ultimate Medical Academy. For this reason, during Workshop 2, he was able to discuss with us how to look at our market and things we need to be aware of before diving headfirst into customer feedback, interviews, and the best target audience for our product. Our vision at AATS is to create top-of-the-line training simulations that assist schools with preparing their students and faculty with the appropriate response in an active assailant situation. This means that our customer is going to have to be entire school districts who are willing to adopt our program, marketing our product in more of a government grant-style product rather than something you'd see on the shelves of Target.
aats, we take customer feedback very seriously and take each piece of recommendation that we receive and sit down with our entire group and decide whether or not to implement them into our systems. One of our customers recommended that we use a less in-your-face approach, so we made it so that it did not include a fight simulation, despite it being part of the Run, Hide, Fight program that we are following. Another asked for more prompts and lessons. To implement this, we will be adding a lesson on what you do before you get into the simulation. This will allow our users to take better advantage of the opportunities of training by being prepared and thinking about what they're going to do before the simulation starts. As we strive to provide the best training environment for these drills, implementing these ideas will definitely improve our project. Finally, one of our customers asked us for a more realistic, violent simulation, but after careful consideration and discussion, we decided to stick with our non-violent simulation with a focus on learning rather than knowing how to fight. We decided that the best way to get information for our project was through the interview process. While at first it may seem that interviews would be inefficient as our market is very large, we realized that the person or people who will be making the decision of if our project is going to be implemented will likely be a single person high up on the school board or maybe a principal with a school of teachers and parents. For this reason, we performed an interview with a vice principal, an IT director/teacher, as well as a parent. We wanted to see how they felt about the current system for drills to better our program. By asking open-ended and probing questions, we were able to find out that in the end, all three types of interviewees just wanted to keep the students as safe as possible. The principal thought this could best be done by continuing the current drills and supplementing them with seminars, lessons, and tests about what they should do if this were to happen to them. The parent did not think that training was the issue, and what needed to be done was more resources needed to be diverted towards the psychological health of the students to keep these events from ever starting. And lastly, the teacher/IT director wanted to see metal detectors and only a single entrance into the school, as well as more realistic drills to cause an actual panic when they're being performed. Additionally, he wanted these drills to be performed during inconvenient times like lunch or passing period. All of this feedback was very helpful in the development of our software and influenced many decisions that we made on how our training system will function.
Here at AATS, we still have a lot to work on and improve to make our program the best possible for school safety. And with that, we'd like to thank you for your time.